This was actually aired on the news. How it's actually made bread.
It's a delicious treat that's hard to resist.
This wasn't on the news. This is a meme.
Oh,
I know what this is. This is the guy who did the video of the things merging. Can you push a sphere through a sphere? I recognize the voice now. You guys, you're trying to meme.
The dough rising normally takes hours, but thanks to television magic, only takes seconds. I wish I could have done the same thing with my divorce proceedings.
Aww.
This huge mixer needs the dough just like I need a better divorce lawyer.
Unfortunate.
The dough is afraid of heights and urinates on itself just a little bit as it's dumped onto a slide.
What the hell's that goop?
A vacuum system gives the loaves a good sucking, and then they're placed into a large conveyor where they're sucked off.
I would love to get lifted like that from my back. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if you were laying and all of a sudden 3 suckers go and then just pop you up. Oh, you got to make your own bread next? Everyone I know who makes their own bread is massively depressed. I don't want to make my own bread just because I feel like it puts me in a community of other sad people. Stanz, you can watch another Hugbees video and we do a YouTube deep dive on them. Is that what I just watched? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are doing a shallow dive into a channel that we have covered before. It's called Hugbees. Remember that video, how to pass a sphere through a sphere, and then by the end he was like dating his sister or something?
We only built the wall so we could see the different sides.
Well, no shit. You just explained.
What is happening here? Well, they've got a lot more videos. We're gonna watch one that chat will not stop talking about. The Great Scooby-Doo Dilemma. Let's check it out.
The Great Scooby-Doo Dilemma is a question that I've been struggling to find the answer to for far too long.
I got my Scooby-Doo right here. Hey, Scooby. Soph, where are you going? She did not respond to Scooby even a little bit. She kind of looks like Scooby-Doo. The right color, at least. Wrong dog. And did not respond to the answer. But what are you going to do?
For this video, I want to make it clear. I've done absolutely no research onto this.
Based. Actually so goated. That's the Stanz. That's literally me listening to the Leah Michelle argument that went out on YouTube yesterday. I have done no research. I will make no assertions. I'm just here to listen.
Which member of Mystery Incorporated is the most likely to have sex with Scooby-Doo?
Why are we watching this? If you gave me 24 hours and as many guesses as I wanted to guess what I thought the Scooby-Doo dilemma would be, I would never in a million years have thought that the question is, which cast member of Mystery Inc. is the most likely to have sex with Scooby-Doo? That is something. That is something. Take this all out of the video. Why are we even watching this? This is probably not going to go on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, I've made a horrible, horrible mistake. What's my guess? So what is sex, I guess would be my question. Is this like full-on penetrative? Is this going one direction or the other? Is it any kind of sexual stimulation, some red rocket action? I think those are all questions I would have to ask, and I don't want to. I don't want to ask them. That's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing. Oh.
Let me say that again. Which member of Mystery Inc., be it Fred Jones, Daphne Blake, Velma Dinkley, or Shaggy Rogers, is the most likely to have consensual sex with the company mascot, Scooby-Doo? If you haven't chose someone yet, go ahead with your first instinct.
I think Shaggy. I think Shaggy makes the most sense. It's like, you know, sometimes your homie's backed up and just needs some tension release, and maybe he like can talk to Scooby-Doo sometimes.
Good. I'd be willing to wager that of the 4 candidates, the one with the lowest votes by a considerable margin is Fred. But why is that? Is it because Fred portrays an aura of a
It's because Fred's a freak. Remember that video we watched the other day where his eyebrows went...
In many iterations of Scooby-Doo, it's either implied or explicitly expressed that Fred is purveying a business on the side of poltergeist pursuits, and that's pounding Daphne's pussy. Hell, in other canons, it's implied. Does that then mean the answer has to be Fred? Because it can't be Fred? Now hold that thought for now.
He's banging the whole gang and Scooby's in the gang. Is that the idea?
Parallel. In Scooby-Doo fan canon, Daphne is seen as a bimbo to some degree.
Is she? Or is that just what you think about her? I feel like she doesn't actually say dumb things. I feel like she's normal. I think that the male gaze is causing it.
The accepted doctrine of Daphne Blake is that she knows her way around a dick, and all the tricks that
We can't put this on YouTube. We actually cannot put this on YouTube.
she's gotta be fucking the dog, right? Daphne
No.
must slot into the stereotype associated with white women and their over-the-top, below-the-belt displays of affection for large dogs.
At what point is too far? That's my question, chat. I want to stop. I want to stop, but I also want to know what he says next. I'm fascinated. It's like all the people constantly refreshing LSF to see if XQC or Train said something fucking brazy.
Scooby-Doo is a male dog, and she would easily fit the stereotype. Think about this.
What stereotype? What stereotype are we talking about, Scoob?
What if the answer's wrong? What if the answer feels wrong? What if the answer is degenerate? Velma is a fucking nerd. She gets she boners over all sorts of ghoul.
Dude, I just realized I'm wearing my fucking Velma cosplay today. We got the brown hair, we got the glasses, we got the orange. Me, Velma. Me, Velma. Velma. Me. Velma. Me. Velma. Me. You have no idea now. I actually love Velma's fit and I never realized it.
Velma is an obvious candidate because the question isn't would she fuck Scooby-Doo, it's how long until she fucks Scooby-Doo. And if we're talking about love that features butt love, it has to come down to Shaggy. Shaggy would be, to me, the most popular answer. He's
Fair. I voted
Scooby's
Shaggy.
owner, after all, and their friendship is obvious, affectionate, and dynamic, akin to what I believe is a satisfactory solution for all. Let's take
Don't say like Scrappy or something, you know?
Scooby-Doo, in my eyes, is perfectly fuckable. And that's because he passes the Harkness test. 1. Does it have human or greater intelligence?
Okay.
2. Can it talk or otherwise communicate with language? And
Okay.
3. Is it of sexual maturity for its species?
Very reasonable. Actually, 3 very reasonable points.
Scooby-Doo easily passes all 3 of these qualifications. We can now reasonably assume that Scooby-Doo can not only
I gotta move my camera so you guys can read these comics. On the left, are you an adult? Hiss. Do you want to fuck? Gronk. Do not fuck this. Are you an adult? Certainly. Do you want to fuck? Of course. It's okay to fuck this. See, consent. Consent matters. Consent is important, chat.
and boom, we have our answer. The member of Mystery Incorporated most likely to have sex with Scooby-Doo is the one that Scooby-Doo wants to have sex with.
Based.
Which means, until we canonically find out Scooby-Doo's sexual preferences, his libido levels, and if he's even attracted to any of his co-workers, the answer will always be nebulous, and we have to respect that. So really, the question's not up for us to answer. It's up to Scooby-Doo. And we'll be waiting right here when you make a decision, Scooby. We'll be right here.
That was something. That was something. I am glad we ended up where we ended up with no knowledge and just feeling worse for having listened to it. Well, now that I've ruined my morning.